I was banging 7-gram rocks. That's how I roll. Winning. I had one gear. Go. Epic. Winning. Are you bipolar? I'm bi. Winning. Win here. Win there. Win everywhere. Winner.
Alright guys, before we get started, I just want to let you know that I've managed to secure a massive bonus for you guys, free of charge. You get $90 free to trade with on Bybit, and if you guys don't know how to trade, you can check out my Bybit trading tutorial. But essentially you can trade risk-free with Bybit with $90 and then withdraw the profits, so you might as well use it and maximize your returns in this upcoming cycle. Essentially it's very easy to trade. You know, just set a limit order, catch a wick, get the profits, and then bish bash bosh, you're done. So yeah, make sure you check the link in the description where you get $90 free, and let's get into the rest of the video. Yo guys, I want to say thank you for all the new subscribers, but come on guys, what is this? I know you can do better. I know you can do a lot better. Let me just play this short clip.
Because this should be the main reason why you get the HBO special. You know what HBO mean? No. You get to help a brother out.
What's up YouTube, it's your boy MX Style, and this is how it's going down. In this episode I'll be bringing to you some massive pieces of Zilliqa news that I had no idea about, and I think is going to be very bullish for the price, considering that Zilliqa is still quite, you know, a young project and it's only 2 years old. So stay tuned for that, as well as I'll be giving you updates on Akoin's new crypto city in Senegal, and also the overall Bitcoin sentiment.
Chief, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
It's world domination. You too mistake. Always got the doobie in the motherfucking eighth. Always got the trees.
So first of all, just looking at the overall market, we can see Bitcoin's up 0.5. There's not much. There hasn't been much, you know, increase in the top 10. You can see the biggest gainers: OMG, 0x, NXM, Ample 4. I'm surprised actually, but yeah. Also crypto.com, they had a bit of a big increase, but then the price just got rejected, so that's a bit annoying. But overall still not too bad. And then looking at the biggest losers, we have Nest Protocol, Algorand, Carver, and Chainlink. See, I sold my Chainlink here, and I was gonna wait for the price to stabilize, and stupidly I bought back in. But that's why it's never good to FOMO, guys. Never FOMO. Always be strategic about what you're buying. Okay, so looking at today's main coin, Zilliqa, so we can see it's down 0.63% for the week. Overall Galaxy score is very good, 69 out of 100. Anything over 50 or 60 is very good. Overall alt rank is very good. The lower the better, to be honest. And looking at all of the metrics, we can see it hasn't been talked about too much, but it's slightly being talked about more on Twitter recently. And yeah, overall not too bad really. I think you guys will enjoy the pieces of news that I'll be talking about. So first of all, we'll be looking at this article. So I'm not sure how old this article is, but I just think it's relevant to today's narrative. So Singapore-based crypto custody on-chain custodian has been selected by blockchain platform Zilliqa to secure its network assets. The Zilliqa system will be administered with institutional grade security and insured custody services for its ZIL and ZRC2 token through on-chain custodian digital assets custody platform, which is insured by Lloyd's underwriters and backed up by 4 hardware security modules. And just looking at what the CEO of on-chain custodian said, he said, beyond demands of greater security, our goal is to also bridge the gap between the different project ecosystems, enabling clients to benefit from our token agnostic custody services while serving a reliable liquidity partner. And basically being token agnostic just means supporting all different tokens and not being a maximalist. The Zilliqa CEO had said, with blockchain experiencing increased institutional appeal across Southeast Asia, we are thrilled to partner with on-chain custodian as they play a vital role in driving the legitimacy of digital assets across the region. So I think that's very bullish for Zilliqa, and you know, we're still undervalued, but we'll get to that. And just to give you guys some perspective on who on-chain blockchain custodian are. Their headquarters is in Singapore, and they offer global standardized, resilient, insured and compliant custody services of safekeeping of institutional digital asset investments with incomparable user experience. ONC's solution is built with flexibility to meet the possible future of crypto custody, which I just think is an impending future, to be honest. We've seen the rapid development of this industry, and to be honest, like, this is the future of currency and of the future economy in general. Looking at the Zilliqa price, this is on the daily here, and we can see, like I previously mentioned, that I believe we're forming a cup and handle. A lot of people, or not a lot of people, but some of the people in the comments are saying that it's a S coin, we can't get past 27 or 2.7 cent. To be honest, I think it's bullish, because ultimately we're above the 200-day moving average, we're above the 20-day moving average, and we're above the 50-day moving average. We did get rejected, but we've held the 50-day moving average as support. If we weren't going anywhere, then we would have already gone back down below the 200-day moving average, in my opinion. So given where the whole crypto market is headed in the next couple of years, I think this is a very bullish sign. As I've said, we've found support above some key moving averages, and I just see it going onwards and upwards in the next couple of years, especially with the news that they've been talking about. News, we'll be talking about Zilliqa's new tokenomic report. So essentially, Zilliqa's they're changing their tokenomics, and let me just read it to you guys. So the Zilliqa token economy currently does not have enough sync to take in the newly minted tokens. To remedy this, new mechanisms and avenues need to be developed to create an active circular economy that will absorb every minted token. New tokenomics are expected to be implemented at the end of Q3, so that could be end of this month, I guess, around the end of this month if they're on track, but I'll keep you guys updated. Just to let you know some of the adjustments that they're making. So they're making block reward adjustments, where they'll increase the block reward size and the block reward distribution adjustment, and then they'll be creating a circular ZIL economy. So there'll be recycling transaction fees, there'll be uncapped custodian staking, they'll be powering open finance, OpFi, via ZIL as a medium of exchange. I haven't heard of open finance, to be honest. I need to look into that a bit more. And then they'll be also combating inflation, so they'll be increasing the transaction block gas limits, and then decreasing the skiller operation gas consumption, and increasing the minimum gas price. So I think that's very, very bullish. If you guys want to have a look at this update, then I'll leave the link in the description for you guys just to have a look, because I'm not going to go over everything, it'll take too long. But do remember, Zilliqa is very, very cheap at the moment, and it's a very, very new project. It's a very, very new project, so just remember that, guys. Looking at this article quickly, it says that this is another uber bullish reason. This is another reason, in my personal opinion, that you should be also bullish on Zilliqa. So it's the first marketplace for digital assets. It's the first marketplace for digital items and .zil domains, and it launches on the Zilliqa blockchain. Surprise, surprise. So Mintable is a marketplace for digital items on the blockchain. I don't know why I'm speaking like a robot. Sorry. But yeah, the first place to sell and create non-fungible tokens on Zilliqa. If you guys don't know what non-fungible tokens are, it's basically in-game assets, things like digital art, and we'll get into that a bit further. But Singapore on the 30th of July, Mintable, the leading NFT creators platform, has partnered with Zilliqa, a Singapore-based blockchain platform launched in 2017 by the team of developers from Singapore and UK. So why am I bringing this to your attention? Well, look at this, guys. A non-fungible token digital artwork sells shatters records. Picasso ball of NFT sells for 55k. And just look at the artwork. This is the artwork, guys. Just imagine, like, I'm not sure if you've seen that game Ready Player One, but if you can imagine all these different non-fungible tokens on the Zilliqa blockchain, and imagine how much they'd be worth. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Next question is Zilliqa a good investment? I personally think so. This article also agrees, and I'll just quickly read it to you. So the next question is whether Zilliqa is a good investment. The price of Zilliqa is dirt cheap. 1 ZIL only costs around 0.26 cents at the point of writing, and it's probably gone down a bit since this article's been written. During the last altcoin bull run, Zilliqa hit a high of 23 cents. So all those people saying that it's a S coin and it's going to go down to zero, just ignore them, to be honest, because ultimately pretty much every coin will rise in value. Don't listen to anyone else. Okay, so looking at the crypto fear and greed index for Bitcoin, oh no, this is just the crypto fear and greed index in general, we are now rated at an 81, and we've come a long way from being rated 50 last month. So if you guys don't know, then if you guys don't know, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried and could be a good buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. I do believe that we have seen a correction already. Bitcoin and all the other coins have gone down in value. Bitcoin got rejected at like 12.2k or whatever it was, and now we're trading at 11.8, and that's dollars, that is. So I do believe this is due for an upgrade, and it probably will go down, but we shall see. And looking at the stock to flow model, you can see that we're still on track. Interestingly, I just want to show you guys this data model. Basically it just shows you the predicted price of Bitcoin based on the past halvings. So let me just find it really quickly. Yeah, you can see with each Bitcoin halving, the explosive nature and the return on investment is getting less and less. But who knows what may happen if there's mass inflation and the value of each respective currency goes down. Who knows what could happen. Just interesting to look at these different data models. So nearly there, guys, nearly there. I'll probably put a timestamp actually, so you can maybe skip ahead. So here we are. So yeah, this predicts the future price of Bitcoin to be roughly worth around $358,000 in the year 2021 in let's say October. But you can see with the previous model that I showed you that the return on investment and the time it takes for Bitcoin to reach its new all-time high is getting slower and slower. So potentially this could be in 2022, this could be in 2023, and to be honest, if Plan B stock to flow model was predicting 288, I would go with Plan B stock to flow model rather than this model here, as I just don't know what the fundamentals are and what it's based on. So stick to Plan B's model. And looking at the Puel model, basically this lets you know when Bitcoin is undervalued and overvalued, and you can see here that we are just about leaving the undervalued section, and you can see what happens in previous times when we've left the undervalued section in the post Bitcoin halving. From here to here, this took us around 2 years to reach all-time high. From here to here, this took around 3 years to reach all-time high, and from probably, let's say, here to the new all-time high will probably be around maybe 4 years. So in the year 2023, sorry, about to say 2022 there, my mouse isn't that bad. So who knows, there's no statistical analysis on that. That's just meager prediction. To be honest, the only reason we reached down here was because of the corona crash and whatnot, although I could be wrong there. But yeah, so last piece of news, we have Akoin and his founder explaining how the 6 billion futuristic Akoin city will work. So I think this is definitely interesting, and I do plan on visiting it when I've made my money from crypto and it is developed. They're saying it's going to take 10 years, but there's always delays for stuff. It could be like 15, 12, who knows. But anyway, let's look into the article. So co-founder with Singer Akoin, the white paper for the Akoin cryptocurrency published in March says that says that it is a utility token aimed at the African market that powers atomic swaps between cryptocurrencies, fiat currencies, and mobile phone credits, a popular store of value in many countries. And the platform will be launched on top of the Stellar network. If you guys don't know about Stellar, I recommend you watch the Coinbase Earn video where they explain it. But just to give you a quick brief rundown of what the Stellar network is, basically they allow for you to interchange cryptocurrencies and also fiat currencies all within their network, and the fees are, what I believe, they're quite minimal. So they're just trying to bring about a connected financial world, as it's not currently connected and everything's like outdated and slow. But yeah, the futuristic city is not just a pipe dream either, with the project signing a 6 billion construction contract with US engineering KE firm International and raising 4 billion to fund its 2 phases. Phase 1 begins early next year and will be completed by 2023, with the entire project completed in 10 years. And Akon's partners said that once the city is complete in 2030, it will offer practical tools for residents to utilize cryptocurrency every day. We are looking to work with government to help use blockchain technology for kinds of things that are typical city infrastructure, as pertains to taxes and import duties and trade related stuff. Yeah, it's quite interesting actually to see, how this is gonna, well, hopefully change Africa, because ultimately there's a lot of corruption in Africa, and if this is to work, then I can see all these different countries in Africa following the lead, potentially even using this token, and changing the landscape of Africa, and we can fulfill our national not national, geographic potential, because at the moment, you know how it is, like just being used basically by different countries for the resources. But yeah, don't want to get into too much of a political rant. So just to finish off the article quickly, they're aiming that you can get on the tram and pay with cryptocurrencies with a crypto related card with an infinitesimal small piece of Bitcoin or an altcoin, which I think would be amazing. And it's looking for, they're hoping that it'll be possible for residents to pay taxes, business licenses, and even basic utilities like electricity and internet with crypto. And there's all types of blockchain applications that the city will make use of, but I guess we'll have to stay tuned for those. Just the final quote: our belief is that the blockchain tools and services will be the key thing that help Africa rise in the upcoming decades, and that is the thing that people can access through technology and have the ability to effect permanent and monumental change. So that is definitely interesting, and when it becomes available to buy this token, I definitely think I will buy this token, because ultimately, if it's able to have the effect that they're planning, then it will change Africa forever, and ultimately you want to, as an investor, you want to have a piece of that. So that's been the news, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that. Make sure you smash the like button if you new, press subscribe, and yeah, leave a comment below on what stuff you want me to cover next. And yeah, see you soon, guys.